Just to sample the activity at the churches or in the churches, we started by looking around the city here in Nairobi, and Helen Aura has paid a visit to some of the places of worship. And what have you witnessed?
Well, Mark, we're at the Shrine of Mary at Upper Hill, and since the reopening protocols have been taken here, strict protocols and strict measures have actually been adhered to here at the Shrine of Mary at Upper Hill. Once at the gate, everyone's temperature is indeed taken, and just to make sure that everyone's temperature is normal, there's a doctor on standby just in case anyone's temperature has lapsed, and there is also a medical tent which has been set up within the compound just in case anyone falls sick or just in case anything that requires medical attention is necessary. There are also different water points at different stations, as you can see, just to ensure once you've parked your vehicle and you're intending to come in for the mass, you wash your hands properly, and everyone is actually guided on how to wash their hands, because you're just not going to wash your hands as the usual. You have to wash your hands in between the fingers as required. And then after cleaning and washing of your hands, you step in. There's a registration process, a registration desk. Once you get to the registration desk, you register your number, your name, and you're also given and at that particular point, you're also given a seat number. What this means is that when you enter inside the building, there's places in order to adhere to the social distance rule. Every seat is marked. So what the particular number that you'll get, that's the particular place where you're going to sit. And one of the things which also we've been informed by the church is that after each and every mass, they ensure they have fumigated. They ensure that they fumigate the whole building just to ensure they keep the sanitary levels up to par. I'm also joined by Father Abel Njeru. Father, what does this mean? Right now, I know this is a totally different experience as the body of Christ. What is the outlook for church right now?
The outlook of the church right now is that yes, indeed, it is not the ordinary, it is not the usual time, but it is the time when the church becomes a beacon of hope for humanity. Drawing from the scriptures, we know that there are moments when also the world faced the same things. From the time of slavery in Egypt, the more they were oppressed, the more they were suppressed, the more they increased in number. So the church thrives even in difficult times like this. Okay. Yes, we are concerned about the safety and the security of every human person. At the same time, we do not feel like we are totally vanquished. We feel it is a time of raising our hope.
Okay. And how many masses do you have right now as a church? Is it the usual, or have you increased?
We have increased the number of masses and spaced them also quite enough time. So we have 6 masses this time, beginning from 7 o'clock up to 5 p.m. with 1 hour gap in between the masses, so that we give time for people to check temperature, to wash hands, to observe the protocols, and also to sanitize and clean the whole church before we usher in the congregants.
Okay. And I understand that you're not allowing children below the age of 13, as well as you're not allowing the elderly to come for the masses. Why is this the case?
Well, science is telling us that those are the ages that are most vulnerable, that should they be infected with this virus, then their capacity to fight the virus is minimized, is reduced by their age factor. Okay. And so therefore, they are not coming to churches not because we don't want them to church, but so that also we secure their life. Okay. We secure their life. Okay. But we feel very much connected with them, and we are very concerned. Okay. The moment we call them vulnerable, they need our attention and charity. Okay. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, Mark, the other thing, just in closing, one of the things that the church has also mentioned is that they are going to use the technology to ensure that instead of going through the registration process, once you get to the church, you can be able to register for a seat online. Then you come in for the service and you'll have your particular seat. Back to you, studio.